What's going on, people? It's Mr. back again with the review. It's Forest v Middlesbrough tomorrow, as everyone's aware. If you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Comment if you are subscribe if you are new, and comment below, people, of what's your score prediction for tomorrow. And as everyone's aware, like I said, it's a massive game for us tomorrow. I don't know what to say or what to do. But I've got a special guest coming in, and everyone is aware. The man, he's a legend. He's got like 10K followers on Instagram. He's absolutely legend. He's like me. I'm not gonna lie. He's like me, but he's more crazy. He doesn't care. He sings. He's mad. So people got to find this guy on. It's Yusuf. He'll be on any minute now. But people, if you are if you are new, please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And they're going to bring in the legend, Yusuf, now. My guy.
How's it going?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Bro, you good? Yeah, can't complain.
You can't complain. How do you think I feel?
Well, do you know what? Listen, we're just happy to be back in the stadiums. That's what I keep saying. We haven't had the best of starts to the season, but listen, we're back in the ground. So I'd rather that than last season, you know, the nonsense that happened. So yeah, I'm just happy that we're all back allowed in the stadiums.
Yeah, that's one of my eyes. But like I said, people, before I brought Yusuf in, he is a massive Middlesbrough fan. I say everyone's a massive Middlesbrough fan, but the way before, come on, Yusuf, I was watching your Instagram videos, and you are a nutcase. I thought I was a nutcase. You're next level nutcase. Like you're so passionate about your club. Tell everyone about what they're passionate about your club.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's you can't. A lot of people think it's over the top. A lot of people don't quite understand it. But when you've got a hobby and when you've got a love, it just comes naturally. And yeah, I can't quite explain it. A lot of people are surprised. You know, everyone that's next to me at matches, sometimes, you know, they tell me to quieten down a bit. But listen, at the end of the day, when you go to matches, you're there to have a good time and just enjoy it. So you know, I try to go to matches and, you know, sing as loud as possible and give it all, really, you know. But I just love it. What can I say?
Yeah, like I said, people give some love. Put in the comments below. Show Yusuf some love in the comments, and I will. And if anyone got any questions for Yusuf about Middlesbrough, how their season on, put in the comments, and he will try and answer him. Yusuf, let's talk about tomorrow's game, but let's talk about Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough season, like I'm a massive fan of Neil Warnock. I think I explained to you last season. But how's Middlesbrough season started so far as a fan?
It's a weird one because we started off the season well. First game, we didn't play great against Fulham, but we got a 1-1 draw. And, you know, Fulham, recently relegated side, you know, probably favourites to win the league alongside West Brom. So you thought, away from home, 1-1, we'll take that. And then the second game, we play Bristol City at home, we win that. So 4 points in the first two games, and everyone's thinking happy days. But since then, it's kind of gone downhill. We played, I think, QPR. Followed the following game, and QPR went down to 10 men, and we ended up losing 3-2. So we're not quite sure. You know, we're not very good at breaking teams down and you know, playing against 10 men. Then we played against your second favorite team in the league, Derby County. Drew 0-0 against them.
Carry on.
That was a shocking result. We didn't test their keeper whatsoever. 0-0, boring. We were very poor. And then we played against Blackburn at home, 1-1. We drew that. Decent result, but at home you have to expect to win at home. And then our sixth game, which is our last game against Coventry, we lost that 2-0. So we started off well, 4 points in the first two games, but since then we've only drew against Blackburn and Derby. And yeah.
Carry
on. What?
What? Give me Yusuf. Yusuf's frozen. Yusuf, you think you're frozen? I think he's frozen. Let me come back on again. Right, let me see if you come on. People, like I said, if like to bring your results in, comment below. I will try and see them as possible. Jolly, if you think it's boring, come off it. If you want to, don't watch. Don't come on if you don't want to watch it. Yeah, but so much. Is anyone right? Why you should sort out his internet? Is anyone positive tomorrow? Anyone positive tomorrow about tomorrow's game? That's the thing I want to know. Is any positive? But like, it's like I said, it's been tough. It's been tough. James says I'm going for 3-1 Forest win. James is confident, isn't he?
Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
What? It's awful.
Sorry, yeah, internet
fine,
connection should be sorted.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Did you get what I was saying though?
You said I didn't catch the end bit. What did you say at the
end? Against Coventry, we lost our last game against Coventry.
Yeah.
So
Coventry.
It's first 2 games was good, 4 points, and then our last 4, and then our last 4 games only 2 points. Like I said, draw against your second favourite team, Derby, and a draw against Blackburn. But apart from that, poor.
Yeah. I talk about, like I said, I'm a fan of Neil Warnock. Like, are you happy with him the way he is at the moment?
I think a lot of fans are starting to question him because we bought a lot of foreign players. Well, I say a lot. We bought 3 foreign players. One of them called Martin Piero, Argentinian. He was at under 23s at the Olympics. And he hasn't played them at all, apart from the 10 minutes here and there. And a lot of fans are getting frustrated because they're like, how is he supposed to settle in if he's not being given the opportunity to play? And a few people have been questioning some of his tactical decisions. So I think for the first time in his managerial time that he's been with us, because he's been with us for a while. Yeah.
You know your camera. I can't see your face that well. Turn your camera.
Okay, my camera. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Is
that better?
That's better.
I can hear you. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. That's better. Keep going off and on, don't it? Can you hear me, Yusuf?
Hello.
Yeah,
sorry,
the connection
is terrible.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Yusuf? Yusuf, can you hear me? He's so behind. I think he's behind. Yusuf, can you hear me? Yusuf, can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me. Yusuf, come in, come back out.
What's going on? 1, 2. Can you hear me? 1, 2.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear. This must be. It must be his end. Right. I'm sorry. I'm going to look at the results. Comments. Maybe will be 5. No, Belanga, he didn't play for Middlesbrough no more. Why can't we hold a lead? I know that's a problem. When it, like, I think it's happened. How many times has it happened? Coventry game, it's happened. Gary says it was popular Sunday, but left disappointed. I was after watching the game, I was really disappointed. To be fair, like when we went 1-0 up, I thought it's still we need to do more, and it's just frustrating to hear from HUGHTON saying they knew what's happening. He knew when the 2 guys come on. That's the frustrating bit. And then Cardiff got the 2 goals. And that Yusuf's device not connected. It's still not connecting to Yusuf. People, like I said, people in your comments below, if you aren't new to the channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. But like I said, is any Kian, are you negative? Yes, I am. I'm outdoors now. I don't have to come in. Stay indoors anymore. Hello, Yusuf.
Is this better now?
Yeah, it's better.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't know.
I can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Have you not been paying your bill?
Nah, come on, bro.
He's not been paying his bill. But
This
yeah.
guy. This guy.
But yeah, I was talking about Neil Warnock. Like, how's he been so far with you?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you got what I was saying. I know the internet connection's not the best, but yeah, people are starting to question him for the first time since he's been here, and also because he's 72, so people are thinking he's very short term. He's not thinking about the future. You know, he let a few of the young lads go out on loan, and he's rather than thinking of, you know, he's thinking right now. But a lot of the fans, they want us to start planning for the future and whatnot, because they doubt whether or not he'll be here next season. So I think that there's definitely a lot of more question marks now than there was a few months ago.
Okay. The question, like, I think, where's that question? One for you, Yusuf. Where's that comment gone? I think it's regarding former Forest player Sam Abiobi. I know he's been injured for you lot. Has he been playing for you?
He hasn't played. He hasn't trained. I think he's just. Nope. I think he was one of our first signings, but I think he's come in with an injury. Every press conference, Warnock gets asked about it, and he said there's no update. I think there's some kind of fluid in his knee. Obviously, it's not the lad's fault. He's not deliberately injured, but it's just unfortunate for him. And he could have been a really good player, because he's a player that we kind of need. We lack width.
We need him. Can we have him
but
back? Can we have
we'll
him?
see.
Can we have him back?
Well, if you've got money to spare, why not?
Another question for you, Yusuf. As you know, we've got Spence from your club, Middlesbrough. How comes, like, he's come to Forest, but he couldn't get in the Middlesbrough team? He's well behind, isn't
he? He's quality. He's quality, isn't he? I've always loved Jed Spence. You know, he's one of my favourite Borough players. I think the problem for him is he's competing with a right back who is. Can you hear me or not?
I can hear you, but you're like 15 seconds
behind. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, but you're 15 seconds behind. He's well behind. I think he's not been paying his bill. He's well behind.
I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening. So, yeah. Well, yeah. Should I?
Oh, see, it's come out again. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is happening with with Yusuf. But I have got another backup Middlesbrough fan in Joe. Joe Scott. Joe, if you want, come on. Man's link is like his neighbour. I don't know I don't know what's up with him. Yeah, but people in the comments, let's say, what do you think the score will be tomorrow? We'll see the score. I see quite comments about me regarding the cough. Like I said, I'm allowed. My isolation finished today, so I am allowed out the house now. But I am going to the game tomorrow. Right, I've got Middlesbrough fan Joe in. Wait, right, let me get both in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Is this better?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Is this better? Is
Yeah,
it quicker?
Perfect. It's quicker. It's perfect. Can you hear me?
Is there a delay? Is
Yeah.
there a delay?
Right. I'm talking now. What am I saying?
You're saying I'm talking now. What am I saying?
Yeah. It's like a 5-second delay.
5-second delay. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Is it perfect? All right.
Yeah.
Jed Spence. We're talking about Jed Spence.
Yeah, just Ben. Joe,
Yeah.
Right. Before you do start,
Yeah.
Joe, you come afterwards. After Yusuf, because I've got Joe from Brother Fan TV on as well.
Joe Scott. I know Joe Scott.
But I said
he's
after
a good lad.
when we finish Yusuf, Joe can come on after, but Yusuf's the man anyway.
So Jed, he can't get into the team. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Get into the team. So his problem is that our current right back has been the best player under Neil Warnock in Dyke still. So it's like so every time he's played for us, he's been playing as a winger, or he's been playing as a wing back with Dyke still as a centre, as one of the 3 centre backs. So that's one of the reasons why he hasn't been playing sort of regularly. But I think sometimes with players, it's like they'll do far better at another club where they're going to play week in, week out. And I think I saw his debut against Cardiff. I thought he was one of your best players. I thought him and the left back that you got that used to play for Derby were both very, very good. Very, very good. And I think Spence is going to be a really, really good player. You know, he's perfect. I think last season, not last season, the year before, I think you were booing him at the City ground and he was like giving you a little kiss. Do you remember that game?
Yes. I remember that game. Yes.
Yeah.
Was that him?
That was him. That was Jed.
People in the comments. Look what you just said. He was giving the Forest fans some chirp. Can't believe that. Bloody hell.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's a player that loves fans, and I think last season he wasn't playing great because there was no fans. But you know, with fans, I think he needs that. And he's also a London boy, so he can see his family a lot closer when he's at Nottingham. But he loved his time at Borough. But he's only on loan. He might come back next season a lot stronger. But I have a feeling that certain players suit certain teams a lot better, and maybe Jed Spence and Nottingham Forest is the match made in heaven, because obviously he had Cyrus Christie, was it last season, and he didn't do the greatest. But I think for me, Jed Spence is fantastic.
I know, like last season, you had Butcher Belonga. He went, but what's your strikers been going? Who have you got up front? Because like I said, I've not really seen Middlesbrough that much, but who's up front for you lot? Is it Yusuf? You stop paying in. Can you hear me?
We bought in Uche Ikpeazu from Wickham, who he's done very, very well for us, and we bought another lad from Sporting Lisbon called Andris Spora.
Can you hear me? Kim Yusuf. Oh, days. Yusuf. His internet is just not good today, is it? Yusuf, I can hear you perfect. I can hear you. I think your delay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. Can you hear me? Oh, oh my dear. I think right. Let me get right one more time, because I think Yusuf is on internet issues. But we've got Joe as a backup coming up. Right, let me get Joe in. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe. How's it going, mate?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Very well.
Wait. Here's Yusuf. Here's Yusuf.
Is this better now? Can you hear me?
Is
that better?
Oh, right. Joe, can Yusuf use your internet, please?
If only I can bring it all the way down to London with me.
Come on.
Oh, days. Right, Yusuf. Let me start with you. Again, I'll get Joe. What was you talking about? We're talking about Spencer, weren't we? Oh no, strikers. Strikers. Talking about strikers.
Strikers, yeah. So we've got Uche Piezu from Wickham, and we brought in a lad called Andres Spora, who's on loan from Sporting Lisbon, who's a Slovenian international. He only just recently came. And our third striker is a young lad called Josh Coburn, who's an 18-year-old kid from our academy. So, yeah, we're probably lacking a bit of experience up front, which championship experience, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because we loaned out Chuba Akpom, who you obviously know from a short loan spell he did with you when he was a kid. Has Joe left, by the way? I can't see him anymore.
Yeah, no, I took him off. I took him back off. He come
took
on
him back off. Oh,
yeah, he come on afterwards.
I see. Yeah.
So
we probably lack a bit of experience.
Have you still got? No, you've not got Ashley Fletcher, have you? Up front.
No, he's gone to Watford, so he's a Premier League striker now. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So right. So two more questions, Yusuf. Like I said, it's a massive game for Forest. Like Forest have been shocking. As a Middlesbrough fan, as I know, Forest have always got expectations going up, but we're bottom of the league. What do you think, as a fan? How do you think Forest been doing this season?
Obviously, it's been absolutely shocking because you don't expect Forest to be in the position that they are. You know, I think at worst it should be mid-table. Do you know what I mean? Because it's still early days. So if you started off, lost a couple, won a couple, you'd say, all right, fair enough. You know what you can work on. But for it to have started the way it is and to be bottom of the table is not good enough, really, for a club the size of Nottingham Forest. But it's still early days. It's only been 6 games, and I think sometimes people can forget that. And I think what Forest have been doing over the years is constantly sacking managers. Because I still think Chris Hughton is a good championship manager. And I think he should be given the season, to be honest, because I think he will get you out of this mess. Because I actually like him a lot. I think I rate him more highly than Neil Warnock. So
really,
if you want to swap managers, let's go for it.
Listen, right, Forest fans, put in the comments.
Go for it. Would you like to swap managers?
People in the comments, what you've just said, would you swap Neil Warnock for Chris Hughton? You know what? I'll slap you. I'll take your hand off for that. Because I don't know if you know, Yusuf, Forest was so close to get Neil Warnock. I think he was under Fawaz.
Chris is a quality manager. I think you need to give him a chance. Look at all these clubs.
Bloody hell, Yusuf, you're getting it. Oh, Yusuf, you're wrong. Warnock all day. I'll swap him all day. Yusuf, I don't know what you just said there, mate. You said a mistake. Wow. No Warnock, he's a wanker. Yusuf, you must be high or something. Can you hear me, Yusuf? You can't hear me again. Yusuf, can you hear me?
Listen. I know what I'm saying.
Yusuf, all these comments. I would love Colin. Can't stand him, but we think he'll do a better job. Yusuf, I personally think
Yeah.
we'll swap all day. Are you sure you'll take Houghton for Middlesbrough job?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. It just you can't hear me.
What's going on? I can hear you.
Yeah, but there was a delay. Oh, Yusuf, I'll phone you. I'll phone you after the stream. This is
Yeah, I think Chris Hughton is a quality manager. Look at
Yusuf, can you hear me now? There's so a delay. Oh God! Right, people. Like me personally, I'll swap him. Neil Warnock for HUGHTON. I'll do it. Neil Warnock, like you should say, he's 72 years old. I'll swap him. Easy as that. People, if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I'm 20 away to 4.2. So if you are new, if you want to do any super chats as well to help my channel, you can. But comment below, like if you know what the score will be tomorrow and all that. Right, last chance for Yusuf because his internet is just going mad. Yusuf, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
What's going on? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh my God. I can hear you perfectly well. Can you hear me?
Yes, but you've got a delay.
Yeah, what's going on?
There's a delay.
Bloody hell, there's a delay. I can hear you 10 seconds later.
Oh, days. Give me now. Yusuf, I'll phone you afterwards.
What's going on?
I don't know. It's just your end. It's not my end. Right, Yusuf. I'll speak to you afterwards, Yusuf. Let me speak to Joe. Try and sort your internet out.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, you're just a legend. Oh, dude, yeah,
I don't know what to do.
Yusuf, I'll phone you. I'll phone you. I'll phone you. I'll phone you. Right, let me get Joe in. Joe, replacement for Yusuf. I doing you okay?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate.
Right, you're a replacement for Yusuf. Right. As a fan, are you confident about tomorrow's game?
A little bit mixed, to be honest, mate. Obviously, we've not been performing well, obviously, in recent games, and we only managed to one win all season. We're just coming off of a big defeat at the hands of Coventry. So, at the same time, obviously, you know, it's a must-win game for us. Obviously, if we were to get our momentum back, but at the same time as well, we're in danger ourselves of dropping into the relegation places if we're not careful.
Right, Yusuf. I don't know what Yusuf was. If Yusuf was high, are you happy with Neil Warnock?
I personally say yes because I mean, he's under previous managers we were struggling, and then he just brought us to you know, we were on the cusp of having a good season last season, but it dwindled towards the end. But I think it's just about gelling in the new players compared to the ones that we did have but now have gone out. So yeah, it's just a matter of bending the players in together, which obviously was a struggle for us last season towards the end, and I think it's now molded into this season.
Right. So the quick question, right, and I don't know. Like I said, what was Yusuf on? Would you swap Chris HUGHTON for Neil Warnock?
I mean, he took both Newcastle and Brighton up from the Championship in the past, but I think personally I've rather say Saka, to be honest, because I don't think HUGHTON's system will fit in well to our fan base pretty much. So I'd rather stick with Warnock for now and see within the next couple of years if he does go, who comes in next.
Are you going to the game tomorrow?
No, I'll be watching it on the red button, I think. But I think you'll be coming to ours on Boxing Day anyway, so I might catch you up in person then.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely come into Middlesbrough. They've got their stadium is just like Derby, but just better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been to Middlesbrough. I think I've been to Middlesbrough twice, and we won 2-1. That was Middlesbrough was my first ever vlog. If people want to see it, go and check my vlog. It's my first ever vlog I've ever done. Was when I played against Middlesbrough, and 2-2 2 seasons ago under Lamucci, I think it was. So people, if you want to go and check it after this, you can. Joe, I know as you were, you have got a YouTube channel as well. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, Borough Fan TV. We've been around for at least a few years now. We've just started doing mostly match previews. Then we've got the Monday night show, which we do every Monday, and we just basically talk about this weekend's games and previous games just gone, and all like transfer rumours around the time that the transfer window comes, and all of that. Just obviously, we're on Facebook as well, and we're on Instagram. So make sure you come follow us on them. So yeah.
Yeah, people like I said, I didn't know Joe was coming on. Like I said, I always like to promote other people's channels. So after this, I will put Board Fan TV link below. So please go and subscribe to his channel. 2 more questions, Joe. Like both clubs, like I would say both clubs. As a Middlesbrough fan, like from your perspective, what do you think Forest's problem is?
I don't know. I mean, I watched the on the TV. I was watching the your game against Coventry, and I thought, when Lyle Taylor put you in front, I thought, you could have a decent season. But obviously, Coventry won it in the end. But I would have thought you would cover it after that. But I don't know what the problem is. I think it's not sure if it's a lack of confidence, and obviously if the manager system's not working. But I mean, I said that when I did the preview for the game coming up tomorrow. I mean, I reckon you guys are just too good to go down. To be fair, But,
but look what happened to other teams. Teams like Ipswich, Sunderland, they're still down there. Sheffield Wednesday, they're down there as well. So it's not saying we're too good to go down. We've just been awful, and I wouldn't say we've been awful for years. So it's not like it's a word. We're not good enough. We're good enough. We're not good enough to go down. It's just right. 2 more questions, Joe. Like, what's your score prediction tomorrow?
I mean, obviously, coming off the games that we had against Coventry, I mean, the only problem we're going to have at the moment is we've got a couple of injury doubts going into the game. I mean, Paddy McNair's one of them, Mark Bowler's the other, and Martin Piero's the other one. I mean, McNair was the real difference. I mean, that probably cost us a victory against Coventry because he got injured during the warm-up. So without those 3 players, I think McNair in particular, we could struggle a bit. But I think we've got good players in our ranks anyway. Obviously, Yusuf mentioned Spirar coming in from Sporting, Saliki coming in on loan from Rennes, and we also got Matt Crooks from Rotherham, Ornel Hernandez from Norwich on loan as well. I mean, if them can gel together, I mean, we only just got Ikpeazu back from COVID as well because he missed the Blackburn game. I think we still might have a good opportunity. So I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 Borough win. But say most of our results have been draws, over the last couple of games. So it's like my head is thinking a draw, like a 1-1 draw, but my heart is saying a 2-1 Borough win. So it could be either of them come tomorrow.
Last but not least, Joe, it's still early days. Where do you think Middlesbrough will finish?
Hopefully, if anywhere near the top half or anywhere in the playoffs, I'll be happy. I mean, Warnock wants promotion anyway. If we can do it by the playoffs, I mean, I know it's going to be the hard way, but obviously with the way that Fulham and West Brom, but obviously Bournemouth are doing well. I mean, they're beating Coventry 2-1 at the moment. They're going to be up there come the end of the season. So anywhere in the playoffs or the top 10, I'll be happy.
Okay. Like I said, after this stream, I will put Joe's link in below. So, Joe, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on, and I'll see you lot at the Riverside.
Yeah, will do, mate.
All right. Thank you very much for coming on, Joe.
Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers, dude. Right, Yusuf again. Last chance. Is he gone off? Right, Yusuf.
Is it better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me all right?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Did you pay your bill?
Yes, of course. Of course, bro. Don't mock me.
People, he's back. He's back. Oh,
I'm back.
He's trying to sort his phone out. What is
Sorry,
he doing?
Bro.
He's doing a British Malonga. Listen.
Hey, listen. Right, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
And you can see me all good?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Go for it.
Well,
Let's go.
what was talking about? I've lost what I was talking about. He was talking about strikers, weren't we?
We're talking about we're talking about manager swapping. You didn't believe me when I said
Right, people in the comments. Right, if you just come to know, Yusuf said, I don't know if people agree with him, he'll swap Chris Hughton for Neil Warnock. And I don't know, there's loads of comments there as well. And I thought, give me the reason why, Yusuf. Come on, talk to me.
Listen, Chris Hughton is a quality manager. Look at his record that he's done in the Championship under, Newcastle, Norwich, Birmingham, Brighton. He always brings success. He always brings success. And don't get me wrong, has struggled so far at Forest, but I reckon he's probably the best manager that you've had for a very, very long time. I really, really do believe that. I think he's a quality manager, Championship manager, quality.
Yusuf, I think you've been drinking too much water, aren't you?
He gets results. He gets results. I think the problem at Forest is bigger than Chris Hughton.
No, 5%. I agree with that. 5%. I think the problem is when Chris Hughton came to the club, I think, and Forest fans, if you say to me you didn't want Hughton, you're talking out your arse, because as you said, his what he's done with teams like Newcastle, Brighton, Norwich, Birmingham, did well for them. But coming to Forest, it just hasn't worked out, because his first game he just won 1-0, and then after that he didn't win any games. I think it was out of 10 games he didn't win, but the problem is it's the formation and the things that he says. I think that's what's frustrating Forest fans, and I think it's 7 wins. People in the comments, how many wins has Forest got? Because I can't put it in my mind how many wins we've done. Is it 7 wins in 44 appearances at home? Do you really think, as a Middlesbrough fan, would you take that? If Neil Warnock done that, would you take that?
You can't defend that, but I've said many times the problem isn't Hughton. I think the problem is far bigger. You look at the squad of players that he's got. There's some good individuals, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, look at the what happened with the Stoke City game and the way you capitulated at the end of that season. Since then, it's just gone, because you couldn't recover the following season. All the players were still struggling to understand how that was even possible. I think even to this day, I cannot understand how that capitulation happened. It was just a disaster.
As we right, Yusuf, and here's League Gordon. Shout out League Burn. 8 wins in 54 home games. Would
has Hughton managed 34 home games? No, he hasn't.
No, 8 wins. 8 wins at the City Ground at 34 at home. Would you take that?
Hughton?
Yeah, under Hughton.
What has Hughton been there that long? 34 home games.
I don't know how many. It's been there long. No, that's the wins. Wins. That's the wins without that City Ground.
8.
People in the comments. Right, people in the comments. How many wins has Hughton got? I can't. Someone will tell me how many wins has Hughton won since he's been as Forest manager. How many wins has he had all together? Not just home, including his way as well. Because the problem is it's the wins, Yusuf. The wins is the problem.
I understand. But when was he appointed manager?
He was appointed last season after Lemucci. Lemucci, I think it was 4 or 5 defeats in a row. Hughton got appointed, and then it just hasn't been. I can't remember how many wins. People in the comments, someone will tell me.
He couldn't have had 34 home games then, because if he's only been there for a year, it must have been about 46 games. So he must have only had about 20 odd home games.
Right, it is 8 wins. Right, so here's the stat from Luke. Thank you, Luke. 8 wins in 54 at home since February 2020. That's how it is.
Which is shocking. So Lemucci's been. I'm sure Lemucci was in charge February 2020.
Not
Because Houghton would have been appointed around about this time last year, no?
Houghton was no, but Lamucci was charged
During COVID.
Yeah, during COVID.
Yeah.
With win percentage,
I ain't got a clue.
stop with stupid comments, people. I'm looking at the percentage because, like I said, I want people, Forest fans, comment below. How many wins has Chris Houghton done altogether since he's been at the club? I think that's what I'm trying to put a point out to Yusuf because the problem is we're not winning. That's the problem, and
out of 27 games, roughly, as Paul said, which is 27. That sounds more 27 home games. So he's probably won, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 home games in that spell. Which I'm not defending it. It's terrible, but the problem is bigger. What you need is wholesale changes at that club. You need 10 players out, 10 players in.
Yeah. Houghton was appointed in October.
12 months. Yeah, 11 months.
11 months. But I think I want to know how many. So how many games? It is 12 wins. 12 wins, Yusuf.
Well, that's relegation form. Yeah, exactly. That's relegation form. I'm not defending that at all.
But I'm trying to say, would you take him? Would if you was that at Middlesbrough, would you take that?
Of course not. Of
course not. I think that's what's happening with. It's so frustrating with I was speaking to a Middlesbrough fan and they like Warnock because he knows how to get to the Premiership. But people, when Houghton was appointed, we said exactly the same of his record. But it's so frustrating with Forest fans. We're bottom of the league. We're playing against a team that will never win. We'll never win against a Neil Warnock side. I think that's and that is a problem at Forest. So, but let me ask you a question, Yusuf. Would you still, after that, would you take Houghton as your manager? Yes or no?
I think I still would. I think I still would because I think he's a good manager, Chris Houghton. I think sometimes it's like players going to the wrong club. Sometimes players aren't a good match to a certain club. Sometimes it's about the right man at the wrong time. You know, Forest is probably the right club for him, but he's probably joined them at the wrong time.
Yeah, I think it could be 48 games, 12 wins. That's
48. Yeah, 12, 24. So that's a 1 win in 4. That's right. Yeah, that's basically 25% win percentage, which is I'm nothing like Ty from Arsenal Fan TV. Come on, nah. Listen. I'm nothing like Ty. This guy. See what I mean? See. Nah, Ty is actually
people.
Else.
Right. When I said before the show, when I said Yusuf is he like, I'm not gonna lie. He's a crazy fan, a mad fan. Like, right, this what I do, people. Right, go on Yusuf's Instagram, and he's a mad. People love him. People love the way he is. Like people say about the way I am with Forest. I'm passionate about football, but Yusuf, he's a crazy fan. He lives in London, but he's a mad. So people, what I'm gonna do? Go and follow Yusuf. I'm put Yusuf. I'm gonna put your link. But people need to follow this guy. He's actually.
Thank you.
Well, let me see. All right, people, go and follow Yusuf. There it is. Go and follow Yusuf. He's a mad fan, and when someone mentioned Ty, you are Ty. You are the Middlesbrough version of Ty. You are. But
Middlesbrough lose, I'm not going to say. If Middlesbrough lose, I'm not going to say it's because of the rain. I'm not going to, I'm honest. If we played badly, I'll say we've played badly. I'm just defending. I'm just defending a quality manager in Chris Houghton. I think he's one of the best managers in the division. He's just at the wrong time at Forest. You need to make major changes at the club. I think. So for me, I'm nothing like Ty. That comment's got to be. Come on.
Yeah. Right, lots of people. Right, two more questions for Yusuf before the show ends. You know what? Let me start with. I know it's early days, Yusuf, but where do you think Middlesbrough will finish? I think I spoke to you when I spoke to you last season, and you said you finished like 7th. Was it? I think it was like mid-table 9th. Like, do you think playoffs or top 2 might be too much, but playoffs?
Top 2 is definitely too much, I think. See, if that was Ty would say, "Oh, we'll win the league," you know. But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. So how could this guy say I'm like Ty from Arsenal Fan TV? Top 2 is probably, you know, out of reach for us. But I expect, like last season, I told you I would be absolutely delighted with us finishing 9th or 10th, because that's progression. And you were like, you know, Middlesbrough should be getting, you know, top 6, and you believe we can get top 6 and blah blah blah. See, if that was Ty will say we'll win the league and blah blah blah. Anyway, I won't stop. I've stopped mentioning Ty now. But in terms of where I think we'll finish, I think we've got to aim for top 6. I think that's got to be the aim. We've brought a lot of good players in. Our squad size has improved. Expectations are a lot higher. So I think we've got to aim for top 6. But there are also a lot of really good teams in this division. We played against Coventry, and honestly, Coventry were absolutely outstanding. They surprised me. They're far better than I thought. QPR we've played. QPR was excellent. They've got Chris Willock, who's a superb player. There's some good teams in this league. So, you know, there's going to be a surprise package. Luton might be the surprise package. I think it's going to be a tough league. No one can predict it. We've got to wait and see. I don't think anyone predicted Barnsley to be top 6 last season, and they did get it there. So I'm just excited because anyone can beat anyone, and likewise, anyone can get relegated, and we might see a couple of big clubs going down. You know, but I think we've got to aim for top 6, definitely.
Last but not least, Yusuf, people as well in the comments below, you can join in as well. What do you think the score will be for tomorrow's game? Yusuf, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
I think it's going to be tough because you lot need a win badly, and you're going to be at home. I think the City Ground's always one of the best atmospheres in the Championship. I think it's going to go rocking, and I think that's going to help the players massively. So I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I don't see us winning, but I don't see us losing either. And I think you might edge the performance. I think you will probably deserve to win. But I think we'll grind out by getting a late equaliser. I think I can just see you chance after chance, missing it.
Yusuf,
and then in like the 82nd minute,
we need to do chances first. Yusuf, if you need to watch Forest, we don't have chances. That's the problem.
Oh,
we don't
really?
have
Okay.
Yeah, we're not. I think Yusuf, you need to watch Forest because did you watch the game on Sunday?
I saw the game against Cardiff where Jed Spence and Lowe, the 2 fullbacks, are the best players on the pitch. I thought the problem is that both the strikers are too similar. There's no real intent. Like with Lamucci, I knew how you were going to play. Joe Lolly was superb. You had you know the natural width. Even with Martin O'Neill, at times I kind of knew what, you know, the results weren't great and sometimes the performances weren't pretty, but you kind of knew what was happening. But I think you just kind of lack an identity. You lack a plan. Like, I was a bit unsure because you played, was it like 4 central midfielders? So it was quite narrow. It was quite narrow. You had 2 strikers, you had 4 central midfielders. It was quite narrow. And I was thinking to myself that there's no real intent. I think the only way you could have, what you could have done is, I don't know, just changed it up a bit, you know, wing back system. I don't know, just have something where you can actually have a real game plan. And I think that's what was the main problem. And I know Forest fans give Yates stick, but I think he is, for me, I think he's very underrated. But he's probably been at Forest too long.
Yeah, he loves going past Middlesbrough as well, doesn't he?
He does. That's why I think he's a really good player. But sometimes players can be at a club for too long, and maybe he needs to go to another club and get, you know, love somewhere else. Sometimes they just need a fresh change of scenery. But I like Ryan Yates. But I think, like I said, I think it's going to be a 1-1. I don't see us winning, but I don't see you guys winning either. But I think honestly, I think the City Ground atmosphere is going to be rocking. I think it's going to be electric, because it's been a terrible result. But I think the good thing about your club is you've suffered relegation to League One, kind of thing. So even though you're a big club, you're not like a Derby County. You haven't really been to League One for. I don't know if they've ever been to League One. Whereas at least Forest,
no, they haven't. I don't think they have.
Whereas at least Forest, you've been there quite recently, and you've suffered heartache, you've suffered heartbreak. Whereas Derby perhaps haven't. So I think that's the difference, and I think you lot are probably going to appreciate it even more. And I think, and that's what I respect about the Forest fans. You've got unbelievable supporters, and the City Ground's going to be, I think, absolutely electric. And I think that might, as a consequence, cause us to not perform as well as we normally do.
You know what, Yusuf? Every time you come to the channel, you got so much love, man, and I got so much respect for you. As like I said, as a Middlesbrough fan, so much passionate. But yes, like I said, people, like I said, go and follow Yusuf. Like, I know it's where he's done so much things. He's worked with Middlesbrough as well, haven't you, Yusuf?
Well, I would say I've worked with them, but I've done a few interviews with some of the players on their YouTube channel, which is quality. So yeah, I've obviously had recognition from the fans, from the club itself. But yeah, I mean, I hate talking about myself because it sounds like I'm showing off. But
but you're not showing off. No, but it's just like
yeah.
I don't know, like as everyone is on the channel. I said people with social media, like when you're so passionate about your club, you're always going to be targeted, and I've been targeted. I've been targeted on my channel as well in the negative way, and people have targeted. If I can, am I allowed to talk about this, Yusuf?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Well, people used to target Yusuf in a negative way about Yusuf's been really outspoken about when it comes to racist. People used to target him really much, and like I said, he's a passionate fan, just like any other football fan, and it's so good that Yusuf has done things Middlesbrough. Like I think the interview that he did. Is it Balassi?
Yannick Balassi, yeah. I did it. That was one of my interviews. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how many plays have you done? Talk to people about it.
I did 4. See, this is the thing about me. I don't really like talking about myself, but
no, you got to. No, you got to. Though. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I know, but it sounds like I'm showing off, kind of thing.
No, you're not.
At the end of the day, I'm just a normal fan, you know.
Just like me, just like everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm just lucky to have been given that opportunity. And yes, I interviewed 4 players: Balassi, George Saville. Both of them who've since left the club. George Savile's gone to Millwall, and Balassi's gone to Turkey. And also Dale Fry, our young academy prospect, and Johnny Alson, who used to play for Norwich and Leeds. So a bit of a mixed bag. And yeah, interviewed them. Just a little series called Yusuf Meets on YouTube, and just asking them. I didn't ask them about their general, the normal questions they normally ask.
Yeah.
I made it like more of like a conversation kind of thing, a little bit like what we're having. And it was good. I just spoke about their career. Like Johnny Howson hasn't got any social media. So I asked him why he didn't have social media. And we went into a real in-depth conversation because he's like 33, I think. So he came up, cleaning players' boots. But the academy players nowadays don't do that. And we started talking about how he feels maybe they should, because it helps them, keeps them grounded, and so it was quite interesting. And we started to talk about why he's not on social media. It was quite a nice chat, really. And you get to see the human side of players, because normally when you see players being interviewed, they normally give the same old cliched answers. Oh, the most important thing's the 3 points, and just rubbish. And I just basically said, I'm not going to have any of that rubbish. It's going to be boom. I'm going to go for it. I watch a lot of like YouTube videos from like people like Chunks and Tubes on Soccer AM, and I like their style. It's quite relaxed, and that was what I was trying to do. And the reception's been great. Every match that I've been to, all the fans have been saying, "Oh, when's the next one?" who knows? I'm hoping for it to continue again this season, and maybe even do it at the training ground.
But as a Forest fan and a football fan, Yusuf, I've seen what you did. I think it's fantastic. You mentioned like interviewing football players. Like when you said you don't like to brag about it. I think that's what the word, isn't it? You don't want to brag about it. And I don't I interviewed 15 players, ex-Forest players. It's something like I'm proud of. I'm proud of doing it. So I think,
of course, you
should be proud of what you've done, Yusuf. And just like there's human beings, and I'm happy that you've done it, and I just hope it continues what you do.
Oh, thank you. No, that means a lot, and the reception's been fantastic. Everyone in the YouTube comments have been saying some amazing things, and every match that I've been to, everyone's commented, said that they loved the series. It was like a 20-minute to. Some of them were 20 minutes, some of them was 30 minutes, some of them, I think one of them was 40 minutes. So it was like a proper interview, and it could have gone on forever, and also got to ask them questions that fans as well have submitted. So it was quite a nice little thing. But yeah, and your interviews were obviously very good. The Lewis McGugan interview I quite liked. It was quite nice. Just talking about because he was. I don't know how he never played in the Premier League, because when he was on a high level, it was interesting. But it was interesting when he spoke about his weight and issues with new managers coming in and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really, really good, and I quite liked the interview that you did.
Oh, bless you. Thank you for that.
Molan King, that was quite good as well. When he was some really, really good interviews. So yeah, you just got to keep doing what you're doing as well.
Oh, respect for that, Yusuf. But like I said, people, before Yusuf goes, people, like I said, there's 68 people in. Go on Yusuf's channel on his Instagram. He does. Sometimes he goes live.
I'm not Thai.
What?
I'm nothing like Thai. Just remember that I am not Thai.
Oh days! Right, people, go and follow Yusuf. He does. Sometimes he goes live. Sometimes, but he's got a fantastic channel, over 10K as well. So, but Yusuf, it's been a pleasure. You always come here, give me some high spirits, much love on this channel. And like I said, Yusuf's not going tomorrow. It's a bit of a shame, but I'll see you. Where's Forest got Middlesbrough? So come to Riverside.
Riverside on Boxing Day. You're going to be there?
Yeah, of course I'm going to be there. Definitely going to be there.
I'll give you a tour. We've got a fan zone at the Riverside. I'll show you everywhere around.
5%.
So, yeah.
But yeah, actually, it's been a pleasure, Lucy. And hopefully, you know what? If Forest win, I'm coming for your neck. So make sure you Instagram's on, because every time,
I'm never on away.
Every single time you use this on the channel, he always gives me a little stick. So now, hopefully, Forest do something. But Yusuf, it's been a pleasure, and I'll speak to you soon. But keep up what you're doing, Yusuf.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Peace and love, dude. Wow, that's Yusuf. He's an absolutely legend. But like I said, people go on Instagram and go and follow his Instagram. Right, people. Right, tomorrow I'm back at the Forest ground. As you know, I had COVID for 10 days, so I had to isolate. But I'm back. I am coughing a lot. And people, if I know, I've seen comments about me coughing a lot. It's still in your body, but I can still go out. So, but I'll be back tomorrow. I should be back about back at the ground for 6:45 latest, I hope. But yes, people, if you are, like I said, if you are new to a channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. And people, hopefully we can win tomorrow, because it's hard time at the moment, really hard time, and we need a win to get this high spirits. But regardless of what happens, win, lose or draw, we can do it. I'm Forest till I die. See you tomorrow, people. I'll see you, Graham. If you want to come on my vlog, don't be shy. Peace and love.